EDP445, the absolute degenerate of YouTube, who after his first encounter getting caught trying to get a cupcake, also known as interacting with a minor illegally, has been caught a second time, trying to do the exact same thing again. And I know you've heard everyone and their grandmother cover this topic, but I actually did a little bit of extra digging that a lot of content creators I've seen in my field not do the exact same thing for, so you might find some extra information here, because unlike the first time where the investigation got muddled by people who weren't collaborating with authorities doing it of their own volition, these people actually did, and we might actually see EDP seeing prison time this time, which is extremely nice. That is a light at the end of the tunnel. So grab your seatbelts, buckle up, grab your cupcakes, and let's dig into this shitstorm that is the EDP445 situation, part 2, I guess. As you can see, this absolute shitstain of an individual was actually caught outside of a dialysis clinic because he's been recently having problems with his kidneys, which, while most of the time I would feel bad for people like that, this guy, I don't know if I can feel the same way. Here's the video, and I'm just gonna play it for you guys really quickly.
You know, this is not a fucking joke, man.
I'm just seldom at a loss for words. You know, 2 years ago you were caught
Kiss my ass.
in 4K trying to meet a 13-year-old.
Really?
I'm not talking to you, he's talking to
Really,
you.
my this is bullshit, man, that y'all pulling right now?
And yes, the people in that video are who you thought it was. That was Gideon, dressed as a cupcake. This guy right here, who's usually known to be an online kind of like troll, prankster kind of guy, just makes goofy, silly videos, has actually collaborated in the possible bring down of EDP445. Which is great. I think that's a really great thing for him to do. It's always great to do. I actually saw on his channel that he had another situation where he had the person came to meet a 13-year-old and meet the cops instead. So Gideon has actually recently been kind of diving into the To Catch a Predator style vibe of content creation, and honestly, I'm all for it. More people bringing down predators is less predators out there in the world, which is overall a W for everyone involved. Now, the other YouTuber is Skeeter Gene. Skeeter Gene is the other guy who is standing there, and he is his slogan, to skeet a predator, actually makes me so happy. I love that so much. And he professionally collaborates with police to bring down predators that he finds online. And the first immediate thought, rationally, is Gideon is involved. This has to be fake. It has to be some sort of joke. But the thing is, not only would Gideon be sacrificing his reputation, which he's done before, so that's a little more believable, but so would Skeeter Gene. He has collaborated with police on many projects previously, and there's some stuff, you see footage in each of his videos of him showing all the resources.
What's his last name again? Yeah, the conversation started on an app called Whisper. He does hit up the account here. The decoy tells him that she's 14. He acknowledges it. They start talking on the Kick app at some.
So he completely collaborates with authorities along the entire process of catching these criminals, and he also documents the entire situation, the way he interacts with them, the way he gets them caught, and makes sure that all of it is completely recorded. And we haven't really seen anything this efficient or this well done since Chris Hansen. If anything, this is almost more well done than Chris Hansen, and I'm extremely impressed by it and love every second of it. So this really, really solidifies that if this guy would be doing this in a fake way to get EDP, this would ruin a huge, well-instated creator who already does this for a living. So it wouldn't really make sense, and this really sets in stone that this is definitely a real situation going on with EDP. And of course, EDP has been kind of banished from the internet. He gets banned off everything he tries to make an account on, but somehow this one account came forward who might be EDP. It's called Big Sexy EDP445, where he said, "We live in a day and age where little mean people can go around purposely trying to set homies up. Bitch, get a life and get off the internet." Which is ironic, because EDP, get off the internet. Like, come on, man. Like, if you got caught the first time doing this and somehow got away with it, I don't condone that at all, but wouldn't you immediately change your ways? Wouldn't you immediately say that as a wake-up call to never do anything like it again? Why is he getting caught doing it again? While also experiencing kidney issues. Like, you're literally having the physical incarnation of karma hit you in the kidney, and you're still doing something absolutely irreparable to your reputation like that. It's so unfathomably goofy to me. And you know what? I'm all for it, because he's probably going to end up going to prison this time, which is probably the best possible outcome, because he seems to just not be able to fix himself. And the first time all this happened, it was also kind of ruined by the fact that the people they set up, the decoy they set up, the child in this situation was actually fake. And in this situation with Gideon, apparently the 15-year-old person that EDP was going to interact with was a real 15-year-old. And so they caught him in the act. And there was a clip from Moist Critical stream the other night where Gideon and Moist Critical talk face-to-face about this, or I guess voice-to-voice. And I want to play a clip from it really quickly because I feel like a first-person perspective would be important to this story.
With this case, he actually talked to a 15-year-old girl.
Like a real one, not like a decoy?
No, like a real legit, like 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, that's not super shocking. a lot of people don't remember this, but he had a history of communicating inappropriately with minors way before that sting operation. So if that's true, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
When we did this, like, we actually did this like a month ago. So I've been sitting on this for like a month and a half. But I was fully expected to like hold on to this for a year and then drop it. The only reason I dropped it today was because the victim, she went public with everything, and it kind of like threw me off because I was like, oh fuck, like I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But when I talked to her after she did it, she was like, yeah, the cop said it's all good and stuff. So I was just like, oh, okay. So I dropped it too, but I'm most likely probably gonna be going to court with her because.
Oh, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, so like I'm kind of like involved with the case now. Like the authorities, like they have my number and everything. They haven't contacted me yet.
Okay, so was this like a investigation you conducted with like a team? Did you work collaboratively with the police? Like, what exactly is all of it?
I tried to do an interview with him back in early July, but he phase rugged me and he was like, "Oh, you gotta pay me." When we talked, he wasn't talking about paying and stuff. So I was like, "Bro, I'm not about to pay a fucking pedo." And so he left, but he joined my Discord, and the girl was in my Discord, and that's how he found her. And he messaged her because she had all of her social media in her Discord stuff.
This all sounds. Did you ever like contact authorities about it? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, so the thing about it is like I can't do it. Like she did it. So what she did was she contacted my mods, and my mods told me. And then I hopped on a call with her, and the first thing I did was I was like, "Let me talk to your mom." So I talked to her mom. Her mom was aware of everything, and so once I got situated, she sent me everything, and then I gave it over to Skeet because he's a professional with this.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, Gideon handled this extremely professionally. Like, this was handled almost as well as if authorities were on this the entire time, and I'm extremely happy about that, because EDP is completely past his due date when it comes to getting caught for this stuff and going to prison, and the fact that he's going after another person via a Discord server is genuinely disgusting to me. So I'm happy to see a good fruition, a good ending to this story. And by the way, what Gideon said about the girl coming forward, that is also true. There's a video that came online, and I don't know if this is actually the one, but from what I've seen, this seems to be the girl they were talking about. See, here's the video. I'm going to play it for a second. I'm going to get out of your way, so...
Hello, my name is Kayla, and I am unfortunately EDP's victim. I am 16, I'm turning 17, and EDP first started talking to me when I was 15. He messaged me first, and I told him my age, and he didn't block me. I didn't really know who he was. I remember seeing him back in like 2021, but all I knew was that he was caught in a predator catch before. I didn't really know that he was friends with Tyler, the creator, or any of these other people. There's actual messages of me telling my age to him several times. And there's voice messages of other victims that he groomed.
I don't want to play the voice messages because they are kind of disgusting. If you want to see the entire thing, I'll link the tweet that I found this video on in the description below. It's a 2-minute, 30-second video, so I can't put all of it here because that would make the video go 40 minutes long. So that is really where this thing lies. There is probably more that's going to come out because there's a court case that's going to be happening. And I might cover it if something genuinely interesting comes out as well, because more eyes on the fact that this man is actually a terrible person, the better. Because it's just so disgusting to see. There is one more thing. Gideon actually caught EDP in a call. He didn't show his face and acted like, oh, and got EDP to talk about, like, yeah, all these people are trying to get me caught for stuff. Like, I don't know why they're trying to catch me. And at the very end, Gideon reveals himself and EDP immediately leaves the call. So I didn't want to play that entire thing because it's a 2-minute video, but I'll also link that in the description below. I'll add them both so you can, for your viewing pleasure. But of course, I will let you guys know what happens next. Thank you guys for sticking around with me for this short little thing. This is really all the information I was able to dig up right now, and I hope I was able to give you something you hadn't known before. Of course, if I had, let me know. And if you have any extra things you've seen or any takes on this situation, also let me know in the comments below. I love reading your comments. I genuinely do. So always talk. Never be afraid to double comment or something. I love seeing them. But thank you guys for being here. Subscribe if you are new. Like the video as well to push it to across the algorithm and so you see more of me on your homepage. And for today's song of the day, since this speaks for itself, Say It Ain't So, man. God damn it, EDP. Getting caught for yourself. And we're going to run with Weezer. It's actually a banger song, so I'm going to add it to the playlist. And I'll see you guys in whatever we make next. And that's about it. So thank you guys. And as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye, good night. And the world's just a little bit brighter with Skeeter Jean on the case. Thank God, dude.